Welcome to Master of the Mix, the premier DJ competition. The DJs will have to step up to the tables and prove their skill. One of these DJs will be known as Master of the Mix.
So, first of all, what made you decide to drop the diva from your name?
I turned 30 and I was like, this is silly.
Just had to like...
It made no sense anymore. And then, as I was transitioning out of hip-hop, and actually as hip-hop was changing before my eyes, like I didn't relate as I did before. And that name and having a fake name was more so came out of my being in the hip-hop world. And I really want to speak about things that have a lot of worth, and you know, I want to be taken seriously by a broader audience. And the name Diva was like an albatross around my neck, just like holding me back from that. And since I've let it go, things have changed. Has it been hard to I know it can be difficult when you build yourself, like you start as something, to get away from that. Has it been a struggle to get away from that, or is it kind of just... It really hasn't been a struggle, just because if I was trying to break away from that but still stay in the same group, you know, the same niche, that would be more difficult. But because I was transitioning out of a world that knew me as that into a world that didn't know me as that, so into the pop culture and the news world, it made it actually easier because I was starting fresh. And I haven't, if anything, the most difficult thing to change is that, you know, you have this stigma with the name Diva that kind of like travels before you. So even before you show up, they think you're difficult. So when you ask for like, hey, can you pay me on time? They're like, oh, I see why they call you Diva. And it's like, yeah, no, that's not, actually, that's not why. So that's how that worked out.
Hi, I'm Amanda Seales here. The most interesting thing about me, I know way too many Harry Potter spells to pretend that I'm cool. Expecto Patronum!
Recently announced that you're doing a one-woman show called It's Complicated.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little about that?
So with It's Complicated, I basically touch on, you know, different questions on love. So it's called It's Complicated, Hilarical Answers to Serious Questions on Love. So I plant 8 questions in the audience. Questions like, how do I get analog love in a digital world? You know, how come I'm so bad at how come I'm so good at my work life and so bad at my love life? You know, like, why do women put up with so much BS? And so the answers are in different formats. So I have, you know, for some questions the answer is a poem. Some questions the answer is just me, you know, talking. For some answers, I have one answer that is a game show called Smart Woman, Dumb Girl. And I bring up 2 people from the audience and I present to you different scenarios. So for instance, Caitlin, I'm gonna present to you a scenario and you're gonna tell me whether that's a smart woman or a dumb girl. Okay? Okay. Alright, so you have a friend who we'll say is very free. Okay. She also has an absurd backside. Your boyfriend is coming in from the airport and you can't pick him up because you're at work, but she offers to give him a ride. Do you say yes to the offer? Yes, you do. Are you a smart woman or a dumb girl?
That's difficult. That's really hard.
Yes.
I would say smart woman because you trust your man and your friend.
Right. However, when we have done this for the audience, the overwhelming answer is dumb girl! Because at the end of the day, I said she was free. True. Operative word. So, you know, listen, you love your friends, but not all friends are for every occasion. Right. Right? And you just, you know, men are men. Let's not invite the issue, you know? So we have moments like that in the show where, you know, we're really just as a community deciding on like what would be the best decision. And by the way, we have giveaways every show. So like Monster is sponsoring the first show, Eco Couture Eyewear is sponsoring the second show, Hair Rules the third show, and Della, which just did a line with Urban Outfitters, the fourth show. So anyone who comes on stage gets a chance to win a giveaway from one of those lines.
So you might get the question wrong, but you also might win something really cool.
Exactly. And so it's a game show. You know, it's just us as a community talking about the stuff that's affecting us and trying to reach a better place.